I just woke up. I'm so. I don't know if tired is the right word. I just woke up, but I just have a that feeling. Anyway, got a lot of stuff going on. Like for example, my dad was putting me on to some new company that I could be working at. It's for being an assistant to the driver of a, a garbage truck. I don't know if that's what they're called. A waste truck or whatever. So that looks like a really good prospect. Yo, this curry gave me the itis. This curry chicken. Woo! Curry chicken gave me the itis, and I did a lot of stuff today, so I'm not really fretting on it. And like I had class and stuff, so you know, it was good. Like I don't know. But yeah. Let me get my power brick. I don't know where it's at. Brother. Okay, yeah, let's read this before my phone starts dying a little bit. This is really being tired for this stream because it's like, bro, 3 yawns. Oh my god, 3 epic yawns. Okay, last time we left off, it was I moved out of here and they were talking to my family again, and then I just like, I just came to the conclusion that yeah, I'm probably gonna talk to them again. I probably still like them. So alright, boom. And then the next one is going incognito mode. Bro, I took a lineup of various pills today. Yeah, I don't know what they're all supposed to do for me, but just like different like vitamins and stuff, and like vitamin D and like zinc. Like I don't know, bro. It's supposed to like regulate my immune system, which I think it's doing now. My eyes are super dry. You know what I mean? Uh, Yo, what's up? I was cognizant of when to stream it live, but I had the itis. I had the food itis, so I got passed out. So it is what it is. But yeah, my eyes are super dry from like taking these pills and stuff, and like yeah, I don't know, but like I guess it's good. It's good. You're just tuning in. That's like the 7th yawn. That's like the 7th yawn. That's what the curry chicken did to me. I had curry chicken and rice. So good. Oh my god, so good. So good. Uh my my dad and my mom are going to Liberia in the beginning of February, which is my mom's birthday. Not the first, but like it's just in the beginning. Like um what's hers is the third. And yeah, so like they could celebrate her birthday and stuff like that. And so they're not gonna be in the house for a little while. Uh, oh my god, I'm setting a record. I'm setting a record. Um, they're not gonna be in the house for a while, and that's gonna give me time to like do what I need to do and like get my ish together while like just being in the house alone, which I'm really gonna enjoy. So that's gonna be cool. I'm looking forward to it. Uh, at 10 minutes, I will check my. I don't think the battery drains that much on my phone when I'm streaming and stuff like that, but like you never know. So like, at 10 minutes, I will be checking the the percentage. So boom, yo, I'm fresh off the wake up, literally. Oh my god, Louis V sandals. I like that song. Okay, going incognito mode. The frequency, the frequency of the house is so low, it's physically draining. I hate how everyone lacks compassion nowadays. I guess that's two things. I'll start with the frequency of the house. The frequency of the house. Talking like Daffy Duck. Uh, the frequency of the house is so physically draining. It's so low. Yeah, bro, that shit will like eat you up, and like it's all about a frequency. Like that shit will eat you up. You'll start to notice it physically if you're an extremely like spiritual person, or like you just notice energies a lot, or you can just like you trade off energies, or like they attract to you or something like that. Like you interact with energies the same way you interact like physically. So you just notice them, and you just notice them, and it drains you. Literally, physically, literally, literally. Like I was getting drained physically, like being at the house when I first came back. This is when I first came back from when I moved down and stuff, and I thought my parents had, I thought I had reconciled with them, which I had a little bit, but I thought like they understood where I was coming from now, and they were all gonna be all da 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 da. No, bro, they're pretty much the same. So yeah, I was just hating the low frequency, which was a pretty high frequency when I was with my friend, because like we were on the same wavelength. Like he was my daredevil friend, so he was like way crazier than me. Like I'm talking about sitting in the middle. Well, he was more. He was like he had a. I have a veil that's lifted a little bit to the spiritual realm. His veil is like way more lifted from the spiritual realm, so like he sees a lot more, and he's there more, and he likes there more than in the physical world. So like he'll do things like trust his intuition to like not lead him astray when he's walking in the middle of the road. Like I'm in the middle of the road, like, and then expecting cars to not hit him and stuff, and he's like dodging on and like bouncing on the like yellow strips or whatever that's on the roads that separates cars, and I'm like being cautious, and I'm walking off to the side because like yeah, like cause yeah, cause no explanation needed, and you just over there being a daredevil, or like because we used to go on a lot of walks, so like it's good like when you walk with someone else, and like you don't really notice the walk that much. Like you guys are talking, you guys are chit chatting and stuff, but like us, like I really wouldn't notice it, because like we would really get into like conversations about life and stuff. So it's like I didn't really ever notice the walks when I was walking with him, but the one day like his daredevil ass, like we were walking on the sidewalk and shit to Bethlehem. I think we're going to the studio, my friend's studio, and he fucking gets on a ledge. On one side of the ledge, it's a 40-story, 40 or 30-story drop into the abyss. The abyss being like a construction work site or whatever that was super far down, and then on the other side is the sidewalk, and he's just on the edge, on the ledge, and it's like it's not like it's like a railing, it's like a railing and like a thing on the sidewalk. He's on top of that walking, If you fall this way, death. If you fall this way, you just fall into me. I'm looking. I have a picture of it. I have a picture of it. I think I posted it on Instagram. Let me check my battery. Let me check my battery. 9%. That's so wicked. Um, yeah. So like, margin for error, death. I don't know if you know that guy on Instagram. Margin for error, death. Yeah, so he was crazy, but like that mixing with his, like clashing with his energy, something like that was like he was like my brother. He was like literally my brother. Not that he knew my brother. They know each other. Not that they had the same personality, but he was just like a brother to me. Still is. And we fought like brothers, like clashed ideals and energies. But like at the end of the day, that's my brother, bro. Like he brought me in like when I left my house, and he did so effortlessly, and he just like his mom is my mom, his older brother is my older brother is his older brother, like whatever. And they kind of know each other, you know. His older brother couldn't be anything further from my older brother. Like my older brother, like he was into like DBZ and like anime and stuff when we were kids, like kids. But then he had to grow up fast. But his brother was really into it because he stayed into it after all the long time, and then he just like that's just like one of his passions and hobbies. Anime culture, like stuff like that. More so gaming culture, not like anime and stuff, but like he likes anime because I guess their games are hot. But like gaming culture, like that's his bag. So like the one when I was over there, I was like, bro, like we were contemplating about like he was like, yeah, bro, like I would definitely start like a streaming thing, like like I would definitely start a streaming, get up and just like do that here. I was like, oh, you're lit, like you should do that, like like one, there's a bag coming out of that, so it's like it could be a real profession. Two, like it's something you love to do, so why not just shoot for the stars, aim for the moon. I don't know whatever said that or whatever, but yeah. um Boom, the next one is, I hate how everyone lacks compassion nowadays. Social media and the internet era has made everyone want to be a celebrity. Everyone thinks they're so special, including me. Main character syndrome. Main character syndrome. Like, if there's a chapter in our generation, that's one of the titles. Like, if there are chapters, that's only one of the titles near the beginning. Because, like, one of the other chapters is World War III. Am I right? Am I right? Question mark. That's near the beginning, too. Or maybe near the end. I do not want that. I do not want that. Despite how funny I think it might be. Well, not. No, I don't think it's funny, but despite how funny it might be here. But yeah, it's main character syndrome, like social media. Uh, I could say the social media era because like I was without it for a little while, even though like I was growing up and Facebook was the thing when I was growing up and stuff. But like at least that was the thing, and that was the first one. Because this era is like, oh my god, it's spiked, and like you never notice the trends because you're just living life, but like they are going whether you're on them or whether you're off them, because you could either just get out of the loop and be like living your own life, or you know you could be very much in the loop, but like you notice the subtle changes and differences, and you're like, bro, like this isn't how it used to be, but also like I saw this happening and I was in it as it was happening, so it's not really like I don't really like gauge, like what I mean, I don't really gauge the differences like that much. Like that's how I feel, like even though I'm not on social media now, like Instagram, how Facebook used to be, I wasn't even on Facebook a lot like that when it came out, so like I don't really like gauge the crossover, but has been a really like a real crossover, because like like social media is everything nowadays. Before, where it used to be a thing, now it's everything. And iPad Kid has never been a truer form of the psychosis going on today. But like, I had a Verizon chocolate phone. Like, I had like technology at an early age. I want to say like 12 or 13, which was like I had enough time to develop. You know what I mean? Like, and like touch grass and like do stuff and like do other stuff. Not just do stuff and then it's like, oh, okay, but I have my phone with me. I had this chance to do stuff and they had to take a picture with a camera because we weren't gonna capture the memory any other way. Even though they might have phones, but like it couldn't have been like anything major. It was like 2005 and shit. I was 5, like, you know what I mean? I came over to this house at 2008. I was 8. So I pretty much I grew up here. But like, you know, like, so I'm pretty cognizant of like my childhood growing up and stuff. Even before we moved here, like 4 years old and stuff, like all the memories and stuff we used to have, like, and when you think back, like when I think back to like those times, like it's like a Caillou, like it's like a Caillou episode. Like that's how my memory like formulated all the things I was going through at that time. But like that's how it looks now as an adult looking back. But like at the time they were so vivid. So maybe not like a Caillou episode because I remember sort of the details. But like, you know, like, you know, I don't know. The people who bought my old house like renovated the hell out of it. Now it looks all no personality or anything. It's like, oh brother, these guys stink. Yeah, and everybody wants to be a celebrity. Yeah, main character syndrome. Everybody thinks they're it. Like Sonder, bro. Everybody has their own shit going on. Sonder. Literally. Uh, that's just what Sonder means. Everybody has their own shit going on. And I guess this was me lamenting the fact that other people were living their lives and they had a reverence for like their own existences just because I thought this was in my delusions of grandeur era where I thought I was just like so like different and unique. But then you realize that every person is so different and unique. Like, you know? Yeah. Even the people who aren't striving for something have a reason for not doing that. So it's like everybody has a past. Everybody's unique in their own like way. So, you know, you just wanna take the good with the bad. The workouts I've been doing, like they've been like strengthening my neck. So like, I've been noticed more definition in my neck like more recently, and I'm like, oh shit, like maybe this is doing something. Like that's was pretty cool. That's pretty cool, and like, yeah. So unintended consequence. I think so. I sound like Sylvester the cat. See a cat? I think so. I need a massage, bro. I need a massage. Um, yeah. Including me, so everybody thinks they're so special, including me. How could you not think you're special? That's what you're supposed to think, you know? Yeah, so next one. Sometimes I feel like I'm calling out myself. Writing is true therapy. Just getting these thoughts out is such a big help. Y'all know I fuck with writing. Like, it was literally therapeutic in that moment of my life and still to this day. And yeah, it'll continue to be because it's just such a universal thing to like want to relay thoughts. It's such a human thing. Even if I'm talking to the book, 'cause I spend a lot of time alone. So even though I might, be changing that soon, but like if I'm talking to the book or I'm talking to the stream, like you got to get the thoughts out. You got to talk about what's going on in your life. You have to relay the information somehow. So, writing is therapy. Just getting these thoughts out. Yeah. It's a big help. Even though my mind is still weighing me down, sometimes I feel revolutionary and other times I feel too complex for my own good. I feel revolutionary, meaning like I'm able to like convey thoughts and emotions accurately. You know what I mean? Like, cause in the same breath I say like, but other times I feel too complex. Those are the times where like I can't convey emotions or I feel as though I can't because they're not too complex for people to understand, but like I feel that they're I feel like they're too wordy, or like I feel that I've made it too complex for people to just be able to grasp if they were reading it normally. And so like other times I'm like, oh, I'm great because I could just say what I need to say, let the words fall out honestly. I want to see you be free. You know what I mean? Say what you want to say, like that. And then it'll come out poetic or whatever, or however it does, you know. And other times I'm like, oh wow, this was like a mouthful. Like, does this even make sense? Why did I write this? Like, yeah, this is probably me because it's coming from me, but like, bro, this is so convoluted that it's like, even if it makes sense, like just the effort to even go through it, it's like, oh brother, this guy stinks. So, I just, maybe I just felt that other times I felt it's too complex for my own good, like for my own good, meaning like, do I even relate to this? You know what I mean? Even though it's me, so I have to, or it's a prerequisite for me to, which is not, because like you don't have to relate to some shit you wrote. Maybe you're just like in some sort of state where it's like you feel as though you need to pretend about who you are. So it's like you write that and it's just like, wait, this isn't even me. Like I've caught myself doing that like maybe more than twice in these journal entries so far. But you could always cheat and say, well, it is me because I felt insecure and I thought I had to feel like more complex than I actually was thinking about the situation of my circumstance at the time. So I said it more complex and well, actually, but hold up. 4% on my phone. This will be the last one because my phone is rapidly dying. And thank you for like tuning in at a later time, because I'll be trying to hit that 10 on the dot. When I woke up I was like 10:45. What am I missing? Nothing. Woke up, went to sleep pretty well. What else is there? Oh. I was like, oh. Yeah. So just getting these thoughts out is therapeutic, revolutionary, This is the end of this page too, so this will be the last one. Leaving out some of the behind the scenes thoughts as I'm writing is good. It'd be too much to constantly do that. That meaning write the thoughts I'm thinking while writing. Which one thoughts describing thoughts? The behind the scenes thoughts were just like the things that I would do, like let's say I'm writing and then like I say something in the sentence and I'll be like parentheses, and this is why I said this, da 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 da, and then another parentheses, and then I'll continue the thought. Like I used to do that a lot because that's what I used to do in my head a lot, overthink stuff and just like think about and like have metacognition. But leaving those out and like not harping on them, having just that for me, because people don't need to know my exact thought behind the thought that I'm writing. Even if like this is for my own blog or this for me or whatever, or not my own blog but for my own self, and like this for me, I don't need to leave that in because that was just me being like overanalyzing and just like, I don't know, that's just how it was. Like I didn't know how to chill out. Like I didn't know how to be free, which is like what you learn when you become 30 and like close to that age, or just over the time as years go by and stuff like that. You learn to like be more comfortable with yourself, which I never was, because like people always made me feel uncomfortable with who I was, and then I internalized that. But like I'm learning to like discharge, disregard, let go. I'm learning to let go, detach, so yeah, you don't have to include, or I don't have to include, and I didn't have to include back then all the in-between thoughts that I thought. But my phone's at 4%. I don't know what it is at right now. We still got about 24 minutes in, so it's like basically what the time I would have like shut this down even. But thank you for tuning in to my more rambling and always rambling. But I will be posting this on the YouTube. I'm gonna be putting my YouTube and stuff on all my social media and my Twitch, because I don't know it offhand. It's just RO, but it's like It's the YouTube name, so it's row 7-770. But yeah, cool. So have a good night. If you eat something good, fall into the itis, go to sleep and let it happen. That's what happened just now. Cool. And eat your vitamins because they're good. Boom. Boom. Little healthy good message at the end. All right, boom. Have a good night. Peace, love, all that. Peace. Deuces.